Congrats on your engagement. I hope y'all have some time to celebrate this special time in your life, wrote an Instagram user. Ooh, he did really good, sis, shared another. 8. 3 years of love letter. Timothy Chi knew he would marry his now wife, Candace Catherine, a week after he started dating her. That second week, he sent her a love letter that started with a big capital W. It took Candace 3 years and 13 more notes to recognize the first letters of the letters spelt out. Will you marry me? Tim and I didn't live far away from each other, but we sent letters because the idea of having our hearts poured out in the form of paper meant we had tangible memories to look back on, Candace told the Daily Mail, Australia. I'm very difficult to surprise, so this totally caught me off guard. She helped her piece together the proposal as it was happening. The pair were good friends for years before they even started dating. But even then, Candace said she knew he was always genuinely a thoughtful and a romantic kind of guy. 7. Hidden treasure. An Australian woman was surprised to learn that her boyfriend had tricked her into carrying around her engagement ring in her necklace for more than a year. Anna and Terry, a couple in Tasmania, Australia, had been dating for 1 year when she received the necklace as a gift. I had always loved the idea of giving someone a gift where they didn't know its true value until years later, Terry told ABC News. Terry gifted Anna with what he described as a spiral shell necklace made from hewn pine. She wore it every day and everywhere we went, and pretty much never took it off, Terry gushed. He did at times worry about his girlfriend's necklace, for instance, when we went through airport security for the first time, Terry recalled. Still, she had no idea what was really inside until more than a year later. The travel-loving couple decided to trek to Smoo Cave, located in Durness, Scotland. That's when Terry finally decided to tell Anna what had been hidden in her beloved necklace. Before we actually went down to the cave, I asked if I could have the necklace to take some photos of it among the rocks, which gave me a quick chance to break the seal with a knife, he detailed. And when Terry went to return the necklace to Anna, he opened it to reveal the engagement ring inside. His now fiancé replied, "Wait, it's been in there the entire time?" And of course, later, she said yes to Terry's marriage proposal. 6. Amazing yoga proposal. We've seen our fair share of creative marriage proposals, but this one, in which a guy asked his girlfriend to marry him while she was mid-air doing an acro yoga pose, checks so many dating goals boxes that we're just plain awestruck. Alec Horan and Steph Gardner had been dating and practicing yoga together for 2 years, taking photos in all sorts of poses that it would take most of us many more years of class pass hopping to be able to do. He had been planning the proposal for months. During their 10-day vacation in Oahu, Hawaii, the Pennsylvania couple did a lot of beaching and yogaing, as one does. Right before the proposal, Horan and Gardner were in a pose in which he had his legs up in the air, holding her up as she fell backwards. She looked back at him upside down, and he popped the question right while balancing her. They even kissed mid-air, and she somersaulted back gracefully. 5. The tattoo proposal. Vinny was confident enough in his proposal to Brooke that he popped the question using one of the most permanent mediums on Earth, a tattoo. Tattoo artist Vinny Capaldo Smith and his girlfriend Brooke Wadark are no strangers to tattoos. Both have been inked their fair share of times, especially Vinny, himself a tattoo artist. But this time, Vinny wanted Brooke to tattoo him instead. She started by drawing a small heart, but when she picked up the tattoo gun, Vinny pulled back his shorts to reveal some new ink she knew nothing about. Much to Brooke's surprise, On Vinny's leg was a tattoo of a small drawing with the message, "Will you marry me?" and boxes to check for yes and no. Brooke took the gun and thankfully tattooed an X in the yes box. Truly everlasting answer. 4. Actor Tom Hanks offers a helping hand. Tom Hanks is taking his reputation for being helpful to a new level after he assisted a man proposing to his girlfriend. The Oscar winner appeared at the Texas Book Festival in Austin in 2017, where he was promoting his new book of short stories, Uncommon Type, Some Stories. Speaking to an audience of hundreds, Hanks was answering audience questions when he said he was bored and had a question of his own. That's when the actor announced that Ryan McFarlane had a question for Nikki Young. 2 people in the crowd. The actor said the question was, "Nikki, will you marry me?" After McFarlane and Young took the stage, the groom-to-be got down on one knee to complete the proposal. Young said yes. Before moving to the final 3 best proposals ever, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by clicking on the subscribe icon below. Also, give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. Let's continue. 3. Full movie trailer. Many people wish for perfect Hollywood endings, but Adriana Neal got a Hollywood beginning when her boyfriend proposed to her via a movie trailer. Neal and her now husband, Ryan Langston, went to see Beauty and the Beast for her 26th birthday. But she didn't expect that one of the previews was just for her. Thanks to his skills as a graphic animator for Syntopia in Vancouver, Langston pulled the whole thing off without a hitch. He does owe a lot to the staff, however, who had to play the movie trailer, proposal between the screenings earlier in the week to make sure that it was perfect for the big reveal. The trailer, which looks something straight out of a rom-com, complete with a sage voiceover and a soundtrack courtesy of One Republic, included clips from Langston and Neal's dates, and had appearances from close friends and family. The narrator describes trips they shared and what they both want for their lives together, all with sweeping views of Italy, Scotland, and their hometown. When she realizes that the film is about her, Neal can't hold in her emotions. She clutches at Langston as the short film concludes. But she does let go because after the music fades, he gets down on one knee to pop the question. She accepts, of course, and the whole theater applauds. It's a moment straight out of a movie. 2. Virtual Reality Proposal. Collaborating with one of the largest providers of free roam multiplayer, VR, Zero Latency, soon-to-be kick-ass husband Alex invited his girlfriend Kelly to the advanced VR arena for an afternoon of what she thought would be some virtual zombie murdering. Little did she know that dozens of her friends and family were secretly waiting in the shadows, ready to surprise her after Alex proposed while in-game. Kelly entered the arena with Alex and several friends as the film crew stealthily captured every moment. The crew strapped on their headsets and haptic feedback equipment and began their round of Zombie Outbreak, one of Zero Latency's free roam co-op experiences. However, as they neared the end of their experience, the screen suddenly went blue as Kelly's companions abandoned their gear for a good spot to spectate in real life. Standing underneath a gorgeous tree plucked straight from Kelly's childhood, Alex dropped a digital knee and finally heard that question every guy wants to hear while crouched. As she removed her headset she was wearing, Kelly was then greeted to the sight of dozens of close family and friends ready to celebrate. Her reaction is pretty much what you would expect. Tears, joy, surprise, more tears, euphoria, more tears. You get the idea. So well done, Alex. You successfully embarrassed every husband who thought he had the craziest proposal story ever. 1. Gondola Proposal. Former Swedish Olympian diver Jimmy Soden and his boyfriend Patrick Huber took a trip to Venice, Italy in 2017. Not only did Soden not know he was about to get engaged, he didn't even know where they were going. Huber didn't tell Soden anything about their destination other than that it was a place he'd always wanted to visit. They ended up driving through Munich, the Italian Alps, and finally Venice, where they took a classic gondola ride. I had no idea or clue that this could or would be an engagement trip, Soden said, explaining he barely remembers the proposal. He was caught so off guard. All I can recall was something about wanting to always be there for me, to protect me and be my family, and wanting me to be my forever boyfriend. There we go. Did you enjoy our video? Which among these amazing proposals impressed you the most and why? Well, if you enjoyed our video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our weekly uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comments section below.